Joined the Army in 2008, but was terminated 3 months later without completing entry training. One official told us it was due to either physical or mental health issues.
And most of the information we've gathered on this shooting so far has not come from Texas DPS, even though the department is the one leading the investigation.
Yeah, our Brett Ship joins us now with more on this really shocking lack of information. Brett, good morning.
Good morning, Charles and Alex. Yeah, it was late Monday afternoon, more than 48 hours after the mass shooting in Allen, when the Texas Department of Public Safety finally released the names and ages of most of the deceased. The children they did not disclose for understandable reasons. But the media had already begun revealing that information as well as a possible motive. And as of this moment, DPS has yet to hold a media briefing and yet to release basic information about the shooting, the shooter, and his motive.
We believe at this point that the shooter acted alone.
The last time public officials in Allen released information about the mass shooting in their city was Saturday night. And even then, it was only to say 8 were killed and 7 injured. That and a special request.
First and foremost, we need to keep the families impacted by this tragedy in our prayers.
As for the shooter, he was identified the next day as 33-year-old Mauricio Garcia, not by the authorities, but by the news media. Even then, the Department of Public Safety, which had taken control of the investigation, declined to release his photo. It was the media who tracked Garcia back to this neighborhood in East Dallas, and Rolling Stone magazine, which revealed government records indicating Garcia reportedly had posted neo-Nazi content. DPS has yet to hold a media briefing. In fact, even hospital officials are referring all inquiries to the Department of Public Safety.
It seems to me that is a very, very unusual request, that they simply want to manage all information, including victims' identifications, to the public. That seems to me that is far to the extreme.
Alex Del Carmen is a criminology professor at Tarleton State University. He's been monitoring the incident and is surprised at the absence of information typically made public much sooner. Del Carmen says he suspects the reason is this: the misinformation and criticism that plagued the DPS during the mass shooting in Uvalde last year. Carmen believes DPS is simply too afraid now to make mistakes.
It's better to have factual information out front center before you actually make the lack of disclosure of information the story itself.
The DPS has said that it plans to hold its first press conference today. At this point, both local and national media have already begun to answer most of the questions that are likely to come up: the victims' names, the shooter and his background, and the disturbing online posts which are showing a direct connection between the gunman, neo-Nazi hate groups, and certainly the shooter's potential to slaughter innocent civilians. Back to you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. And for more refreshing stories about your community, click the subscribe button right over here. You can also download our Spectrum News app to get live news coverage, weather alerts, and more wherever you are. And don't forget to tune in to Channel 55 on Dish and DirecTV for live local reporting every single day. We'll see you then.